Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video of test series. So today is test paper 4 and the very first question belongs to chemical kinetics. And if you can see, like it's a big question only and you have to mark the incorrect statement. So when you will follow the normal procedure and all, like rate is equal to K times partial pressure of NO to the power X and then partial pressure of H2 to the power Y, where you have to calculate the value of X and Y to have the idea about the order of the reaction and all. So basically you have to use this table, and ultimately in this test series you have an idea like how you have to approach, right? So you have to pause this video and then you have to attempt, and when you will follow and all, for this question you will be finding that option number D is the incorrect statement. And also there is a trap, like when you will be targeting the incorrect statement and when you will jump to this one, then you will be finding that it's a pseudo second order. So in a hurry burry, you will conclude it, but it is actually correct. It is pseudo first order only. So this was the trap in this, because generally perception and all is like option A, option B, and then option C student used to go. And if that would be the case, then here was the trap. Now, coming back to the second question, which is associated with again like mole concept, you can say it's a simple question where mole concept is targeted with some plots and all. Take some graphs and all are given, and from there you have to get an idea. It's a pretty easy question, and volume is supposed to be find out as well as the molarity, right? So when you will follow, then you will be finding that for this one the right answer is Agra. And if you can see, like you have S3PO4 and you have COH whole twice, so it's a basic routine level reaction which is there. Reaction you should be able to understand, like the paper setter wants to have you an idea about this one, Ca3PO4 whole twice and then H2. Accordingly you can balance it also, so there will be 2, here will be 3, and then there will be 6. So it's a simple equation, and again you have to use that same molarity wala funda, and you easily will be able to mark option A. The third one, if you can see, which of the following cannot result in the formation of a colloidal solution? Right answer for this is option Delhi. But if you will see, you will have that perception that this can also be correct, but this is not at all correct, because over here hydrolysis is there. So if there is hydrolysis, then you have to consider that to be like what colloidal solution will be there. If hydrolysis part would not have been there, then you would have told like it will not be forming a colloidal solution. So as of now, the right answer for this one is Delhi. Fourth one is again a very beautiful question based on collision theory inside gaseous state. Over here, the problem and all that you will be getting is in option C. You will by mistakenly you will be taking it as RMS. So if you are taking it as RMS, you will be making it wrong. Rest other things are like it's a pretty simple thing. And for this one, the right answer is China. And now in this paper, all these questions are very simple only that I have taken as compared to my first 3 mock test papers. Now in this question, it is from solid state and it is from tetrahedral void and octahedral void. XY2O4 oxide ion are arranged in CCP, which means effective number of OO minus 2 ions. If I talk about, then it would be 4, right? So over here, the right answer would come out as 1 by 2, again Agra. So routine level stuff, and it can be solved easily. Now question number 6 is from Nernst equation. You just have to simply put Nernst equation. E cell is equal to E naught cell, right, minus 0.05916 by N, and then log something by something, right, reactant product. So over here the equation and all is absolutely given. You don't have to ignore this concentration of H plus over here. Many students used to ignore it. So if you are ignoring it, then definitely आपका game हो जाएगा. And if you're not ignoring it, then you will be getting the right answer, and for this it will come out as 0.81 volt. Now for the seventh question, it's pretty simple only, but it looks to be a bit lengthy. You have some graphs and all which is also there, and you need to find the value of X and Y into this metal sulfate, and you will be getting it as M2SO41. So basically ideally you will be finding it to be like M2SO4Y, है ना? And then you have to solve it for Y, which comes out as 3. Overall X plus Y as 3. Now number 8 is from liquid solution, where you have twice S, and you will be finding it to be like S2, and simply 1 minus alpha and then alpha by 2 you have to proceed, and delta TB is equal to KB I into m. So you need to find your I in terms of alpha, and accordingly you have to express alpha in terms of kb delta t, right? And you will be getting it as Delhi. Now for question number 9, you need to find which is not true. Over here, this graph you have to ignore, this black one, right, which now becomes green one. You have to ignore this, you have to consider the blue one, right? And for this one you will be finding it as कि Delhi जो है वो इसका correct answer है. Now for question number 10, again it is very easy, and you just use your brain with respect to the progress of the reaction and energy graph, and you will be finding it again that Delhi is the correct choice for this one. Now comes the second pattern, which is of comprehension type. One paragraph is there, and accordingly you have to answer questions from that paragraph. So you have some values which is given, and some equation also which is given. You need to find the value of KSP, which comes out to be a very easy task for you to do, and that will be like 10 to the power minus 10 is the correct answer for this one. And then for Ag plus Cl minus, again the same equation and all, but over here question becomes like 6.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 gram of metallic zinc, and it is added to some 100 ml saturated solution of AgCl. You need to find log Kc. ठीक है, so ये थोड़ा सा you will be finding it to be like a bit lengthy and all, ठीक है, because the moment when log वाला term is coming and all, then it will be a bit calculative, so उतना थोड़ा आपको करना होगा, and that will come out as 52.88 Agra. Then the next comprehension is from isomerism. ठीक है, ऑर्गेनिक के अंदर का सेगमेंट है, जो कि अगेन बहुत आसान है. पहले वाले में you will be finding it as 0.5, and दूसरे वाले के लिए you will be finding it as enantiomers. Next one is matrix match, and you have to match, right? So you have to assume all solutes are non-volatile and all solutions are ideal. ठीक है, so when the solutions are mixed, then the number of particle per unit volume decreases, so accordingly you have to answer. ठीक है, and the right answer for this comes out as Bombay. आप आराम से तमीज से सबों को देखना, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली आप प्रोसीड करना. एनीवेज इस पेपर में टफनेस उतना है नहीं जितना टफनेस शुरू के 3 पेपर्स में था. और जो लास्ट है वो है मैट्रिक्स मैक्स के अंदर एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर से उठाया गया सवाल है, एंड इसका राइट आंसर जो है वो कैलकाटा निकल कर आता है. शुरू में n=4 से n=2 है फॉर हीलियम प्लस. 3 एमिशन लाइंस होंगे 2 बामर सीरीज के, एंड बोथ विल बी फॉलिंग इन यूवी रीजन. n=5 से n=2 है for hydrogen atom, so you will be finding it to be like 6 emission lines, 3 Balmer series, all 3 will lie in the visible region, and so on. You have to proceed, so you will be getting it to be like Calcutta for this one. So that's all for today. We'll meet again in the next video with some different segments. Till then, padhai karte rahiye. Take care. Bye bye.